welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a super interesting and important topic in the world of technology: NoSQL databases, a modern approach to data management. Ever wonder how platforms like Instagram, Netflix, or even online shopping sites manage and process such a massive amount of data? Well, the answer lies in something called NoSQL. So, in this video, we are going to cover the topics like what is NoSQL, why we should use NoSQL, what are its characteristics, its types, its advantages, disadvantages, use case of NoSQL, its comparison with the SQL databases, its example, and overall conclusion why we should use NoSQL databases. Don't worry, it's going to be easy to understand and super interactive. So grab your coffee and let's jump right in. First, let's talk about the basic introduction. Like, what is NoSQL? NoSQL stands for not only SQL. These are databases that don't use the traditional row and column structure we see in relational databases. Instead, they store data in the flexible format like key value pair document, graphs, or wide columns. Now, why does this matter? Well, traditional SQL databases work great for structured data like spreadsheets or finance record. But what about the unstructured data? Think of photos, videos, or social media posts. NoSQL databases can handle all the unstructured or semi-structured data really well. For example, platforms like Instagram use NoSQL databases to store photos, caption, comment, and even likes, all in the different format but managed seamlessly. Its key attribute and application. NoSQL databases excel due to their distributed architecture. It has distributed architecture and horizontal scalability. It has a real-time processing capabilities. These features make it essential for the modern application, such as big data analytics, which is very important, content management system, IoT data storage, and real-time recommendation engines. Great question. Why do we even need NoSQL databases when we already have SQL databases? Well, in today's digital era, applications are generating huge amount of data, way more than ever before. We are talking about social media posts, IoT sensor data, video streams, and much more. Traditional databases struggle with three major challenges: scalability, schema rigidity, and real time processing for dynamic data. They don't handle massive growth well. They are slower when dealing with unstructured data or real time use cases. That's where NoSQL shines. It offers many features like dynamic schema, auto recording, replication, integrated caching, and simple API. So you can add more servlet instead of upgrading one big servlet. It also provides flexibility since you don't need a predefined schema to store data, and it's optimized for speed, especially for large scale or real time applications. Think about it. Companies like Netflix or Amazon need databases that can grow with their businesses while delivering lightning fast performance, which is provided by the NoSQL databases. Alright, now let's dive into what makes NoSQL databases so unique. Here are the key characteristics you need to know about the NoSQL databases. First one is schema-less design. Unlike traditional databases, you don't need a fixed schema upfront, which means you can add new field or change the structure anytime without breaking anything. Distributed architecture. NoSQL databases are designed to run across multiple servlets, so if one server fails, the system still works. Flexible data models. It supports various data types, including structured and semi-structured formats like JSON, XML, BSO, and its horizontal scalability make it unique. They scale out of adding more servlets to the system. High performance. They are built for fast read and write operation, which make it crucial for apps like online gaming or e-commerce. Support for different data models. NoSQL databases can handle various type of data like JSON document, key value pair, graphs, and more. These features make NoSQL databases incredibly versatile for modern applications. Did you know that there are different types of NoSQL databases? Let me break them down for you. Documented oriented databases store data in documents, typically in JSON or XML format. And each document is self-contained, which make it super flexible. For example, MongoDB. Second one is key value pair. Key value store are the simplest type, storing data as key value pairs like a dictionary, which is great for caching or session management. For example, Redis. Third one is column oriented databases. Organize data in columns rather than rows, which is perfect for analysis and big data. For example, Apache Cassandra. Now, the fourth and last one is graph databases. Focus on relationships between data points and making them perfect for social networks or recommendation engine. For example, NEOJ4. Each type is suited for specific use cases, so choosing the right one depends on what you need. Here are the diagrams of types of NoSQL databases. The first one is key value pair. We have the pair of key and values. Second one is document database, which contains the documents. Column oriented databases contains columns, and here is the graph databases, which contains different graphs. So here is why developers and businesses love NoSQL databases. So what are the advantages of NoSQL? The first one is scalability. They grow with your application by simply adding more servers. Flexibility. Perfect for rapid changing data models. High performance. Optimized for speed, especially for real-time applications. It handles semi-structured, structured, and unstructured data. So it support for diverse data types. Its performance, it is a high-speed performer, and real-time analytics is provided by the NoSQL. It is cost-effective. Many NoSQL databases are open source and run on commodity hardware. This advantage make NoSQL databases the go-to solution for companies that need to innovate fast. Of course, nothing is perfect, right? NoSQL databases do have some limitation or we can say disadvantages of NoSQL. First one is lack of standardization. There is no universal query languages like SQL. We all know that. Consistency trade-offs. Some SQL databases prioritize availability over consistency, and a learning curve developers need to learn technologies and query methods. Potential consistency issue. Due to the gap theorem, many NoSQL databases prioritize availability and partition tolerance over strict consistency. Steep learning curve. So we need a developer and administrators to for the training work of NoSQL system. Despite all these disadvantages, there are benefits often outweigh the drawbacks for many applications. So To wrap things up, NoSQL database are game changer in how we store and manage data. So, the various use cases of NoSQL. NoSQL databases are ideal for modern applications with unique data needs. They excel in handling big data application and real-time analytics, making them perfect for businesses like Netflix or Facebook that deal with massive unstructured data. NoSQL flexibility is greater for content management systems where data formats often change. They are widely used in IoT applications to store, process, sensor data. They use in social network graph databases like News4j, help to manage user relationship, friend connection, and recommendations. For catalogs, product catalogs, user sessions, and recommendations engine due to its speed and scalability. Additionally, gaming applications rely on NoSQL for leaderboard and multiplayer system, ensuring real-time performance. Simply put, NoSQL is the backbone for application requiring speed, scalability, and diverse data format. SQL versus NoSQL. These two databases differ in structure and purposes. SQL databases use a structured table-based model with predefined schemas, ideal for structured data and application requiring consistency like finance system. NoSQL databases, on the other hand, store data in flexible format like key value pair, documents, graph, handling unstructured data like social media posts. SQL databases are vertically scalable by upgrading hardware, while NoSQL databases scale horizontally distributed data across servers for cost-effective scalability. SQL uses a universal query language, while NoSQL employs databases specific method. SQL prioritizes asset properties for consistency, where NoSQL features focus on availability and scalability with base property. SQL databases can be more expensive than NoSQL databases, while NoSQL databases can be cost efficient and used for specific use cases. Here are the diagram. Here we can see SQL versus NoSQL, its structured database, how the data is stored in the table format in SQL and data is stored in unstructured format in the NoSQL. As we already seen many examples of NoSQL, here are some popular NoSQL databases example like MongoDB, Cassandra, Redis, and Neo4j. It is a graph database that is specified in handling complex relationship. So here, these are the popular NoSQL databases example. These are the examples of NoSQL databases with their symbols like MongoDB, Redis, Cassandra, Hebase, Neo4j, Oracle, Amazon Dynamo, and CouchDB, etc. So, in conclusion, to wrap things up, NoSQL databases are game changers in how we store and manage data. They are not here to replace SQL databases but to complement them, especially for applications requiring scalability, flexibility, and speed. Whether it's managing social media data, analyzing IoT stream, or building recommendation system, NoSQL databases are powering the technology we use every day. If you are a developer or student, I highly recommend exploring NoSQL. It's a valuable skill for our future technology. Here are the references where I get this crucial information. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friend. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech content like this. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you.